Today, I'm going to talk about how to deal with a tantrum. If you look in this video here, you will find out about my previous video, which is about tantrum and how to prevent a tantrum. But today, we're going to look at how to deal with a tantrum when they happen. So I've got 7 ways to share with you, and 4 examples on how we can talk to a child. Now, number 1, distract your child. So let's say your child is having a tantrum and it's not directly with you, so it's kind of easier to deal with. So you can distract. Sometimes young children can be very, very easily distracted. It's like, for example, oh, look at the little ant, and then look, it goes over here, or something like, look at the cat, it's climbing the wall. Wow, it's such a lovely cat. And suddenly he might be distracted and caught up with something else, and his tantrum will disappear. So distracting is a good way to deal with tantrum. Number 2, stay calm. Wait and ignore the looks. Okay, so that's very important. That's why I chose this background, because I thought when a child is going through a tantrum, sometimes it presses your buttons and you really don't want that. So it's a matter of trying to stay calm and remain calm within yourself and ignore people around you who are looking at you. Just remain calm. And the third point is be firm. If you said no and it's something that is important and safe for the child, then it's a no. And the child has to understand that a no means no, basically, especially if it's regarding his safety. So if a child is about to touch something that could hurt him, it's a no, like a very sharp knife or a hot oven or something like this. And just explain to the child that that's your expectation and that's for his safety. But sometimes you can start a power struggle with the child when you said no, and you need to reflect on your expectation. Perhaps your expectations are a little too high. Perhaps you should review what are your expectations. So it's something to question as well, to self-reflect. So I always do that. Self-reflecting it's a good thing as well. Also, number 4, when something happens and your child goes wild, he's very much having a big tantrum, he screams, he kicks, and just breathe and breathe out, because he's there and he knows you so well. He knows how to press those buttons inside you, and he knows that you might be on the verge of you yourself exploding. And this is why you need to breathe in, breathe out, and take a step back and try not to lose it. I said try because sometimes it does happen. And now, number 5, hold your child firmly but gently until it passes, and reassure the child. So, for example, if a child has a tantrum that could hurt himself or someone else, then what I normally do, I embrace the child like this with my hand like that, and I let him kick, let him go wild, but I make sure he doesn't hurt himself or he doesn't hurt others. And I tell him gently, are you okay now? Are you okay? I'm going to wait until you calm down, and when you wait, then we can talk, or maybe we can go for a little walk. Sometimes a child that goes through a tantrum like that, what they need is perhaps a little distraction. Just walking 5 minutes around the block helps to breathe in, breathe out, because everything is completely blocked in their brain. It's like suddenly everything shuts down. So you need that little bit of space. It's like anyone, really. When we get angry, we need to have a calming period in order for us to regroup. And then you go for a little walk. And then once the child is calm, it's like, okay, look, you've made a bit of a mess in your bedroom. Shall we do it together? Okay, can you put your toys away because you threw them everywhere? And I understand how you feel. Remember my video, this will help you as well, right? So number 6, hitting, biting, kicking, and fighting. This is different. So this kind of behavior is unacceptable, because again, he could hurt someone, and they could hurt you or someone else. So you need, at that point, many children, they don't know how to express themselves. So you need to show them, okay, you want to kick, you are very angry. Then show them, go outside if you have the opportunity to go outside, and run with him, or show him how to scream in a pillow, or show him expressing, I'm angry today, that kind of thing, and show that it is okay to be angry sometimes. If a situation is unfair, it's okay to be angry. But he needs to express it in different ways. So he could go and tell his parents, his teacher, or someone else, but there's no need to scratch, to kick, or anything like that. This kind of behavior is unacceptable, and he needs to be removed for a little while until he regains his senses, and he needs to learn. And role play is a good way to share how to do things. And number 7, if you did lose it, because we are human beings, and it does happen sometimes when your child, especially when it's a power struggle between you and your child directly, often you might find yourself, it rises up, and you try to breathe in, breathe out. And then you snap, and as long as it's not physical. But if you shout and you kind of lose it, always remember that being angry and being firm, if it's with the purpose of being compassionate towards your child, then that's okay. But sometimes when we raise our voice, and we might also lose it in not the right way. So in that case, it's time to apologize, and apologize once everything kind of settled down, and you were in the wrong somehow. Then you need to really express your apology to your child. You need to say, look, you were very angry, so I got really angry, and I think I was too angry, and I'm very sorry. I want to apologize. And then he will naturally want to apologize himself. And he will recognize that actually you really mean it, and it's time to bring it and give each other a big hug, because it does happen. We're all human beings. We are not super wonderful people, and it does happen. It can happen, and when it does, really always come back to, I want to apologize because I know I went a little bit too far in terms of me shouting too loudly or saying words that I should not have said, because it can happen, unfortunately. Anyway, now I'm going to give you 4 examples of sentences you could say in specific situation. I'm going to read them aloud like this, I don't forget. And number 1, I'm happy you enjoy playing with Lego, but it's nap time now, so we need to go to the bedroom. Number 2, I understand you don't want to go to sleep now. Which book do you want to read before bed? Brown Bear or Snuffle Bunny? So this is actually quite nice, because you acknowledge how they feel, but then you bring them to something else that could be very interesting for them. Number 3, you want to keep playing, but we need to go shopping now. Do you want to bring your book about dogs or your baby doll in the car with you? So suddenly the child is seeing himself in the car with the baby doll and the book. And it's suddenly going shopping can be interesting. And he moves away. It's like a transition. He moves away from his play, basically. And number 4, you don't want to brush your teeth. We can do it together, right? Or, you can play like this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it and follow me if you want to have more video like this one. And I hope you enjoy the background. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.